Hey, good afternoon. It's Transformational Thursdays with Tiffany Rashel. And today, the truth serum is hot. We are talking about doing more than you ever thought, stretching, doing more than just playing, but playing to win. What does that mean? You know, I always have a definition for it. Well, over this past weekend, I got a chance to experience some really stretching exercises. I went to Oakland in San Francisco, and there I participated in creating a community farm, which actually will be the first of its kind in the U.S., which is powered by hydrogen cells. And it required us to go out, dig, and believe that we could make a difference in the community. The second thing I did in Oakland, well, actually San Francisco, was I did a ropes course. Now, any of you who are in the military, you probably already know what that is. And any of you who are not, I did it with my leadership group. And we did it as a team building exercise. And let me tell you, that was some of the scariest, hardest work that I've done in a long time. But as I was walking 60 feet in the air across telephone wire, that might be right. So as I was walking across these ropes, 60 feet in the air, walking across telephone wire, and really struggling because it was hella scary, I realized as I was going through it that going through this obstacle course was just like life. And the way that we behave in life is the way that you behave in this course. So for me, I was tired. It actually kind of reminded me of childbirth, where you look back and you realize you can't go back, so you can't stop the baby from coming. You're tired, you want to just quit, but you know that's not really an option. And then going forward looks so hard. You're just like, oh my God, I just want it to be over. I just want it to come. I just want it to be done. And you know in your heart that the reward that's going to come is going to be greater than anything you imagined. But it's still so hard. So as I again stood 60 feet in the air, going across tight ropes, flexing my muscles, wanting to cry, wanting to quit, knowing that I couldn't, I realized I had to do what I had never done before. I had to stretch and I had to play to win. I had to be in it 100% because there was no turning back. And that was the only way I was going to be successful at it. And guess what? I did it. And when I got to the end, it was a breath of fresh air. It was a sigh of relief. And then I was actually ready to go on to the next challenge. There were several other things that I did on the course that day. I walked across a log with no guidance, with no support. I did another one where there was no wire, and then we had to zip line down. And finally, the last challenge of the day, I had to climb a 100-foot telephone pole. And as I climbed this pole, you had to get to the top and then you had to stand up. There was no extra room. There was no room at the top. And I realized in that there's very few people who make it to the top because you have to work extra hard. You have to struggle. You have to go through your fears in order to make it to the top. And not only make it to the top, I had to stand up. What? It was crazy. I had to stand up on top of a 100-foot pole. And guess what came next? I had to jump into the air, try to hit a bullseye that was hanging out in the sky somewhere. And when I stood up, the hardest part was the transition to standing up. And when I finally stood up, I could see everything clearly. And when I jumped, life got so much better. Life got so much better the whole day, every time I jumped. So the truth serum for today is stop just playing in life. Stop just playing with your goals. Be in it to win it. Stand up and jump, because that's when life gets a whole lot better. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the truth serum for today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. As always, you can send questions or comments or even suggestions to me at talktotiffany@tiffanyrashel.com, talktotiffany@tiffanyrashel.com, and look for me on Facebook, Transformational Life Coach, Drama Free Tea. See you later.